At this time, I'd like to ask the members if they have a question. If you do, please raise your hand and Paul or Wayne will walk over with a mic. Okay?
Forum's over? Teasing.
No takers. There's one. And this will be for Tracy.
Okay, my name's Hank Fixie. My question is to, I guess, Tracy. Okay, Tracy, we do have a food and beverage problem here. If you get elected, would you entertain an outside restaurateur to come in here and take a look, or get some bids from some actual real restaurateur people, which maybe would eliminate even our $240 F&B amounts, and probably put us on a solvency track, because we would have any liabilities or nothing with a decent lease amount.
Thank you. So for the panel, when you listen to that question, put your own name instead of Tracy's.
No, it says here.
In addition.
I thought it says there,
So-
members to speak.
Tracy?
Yeah, I thought you had to identify yourself by name.
Oh,
The member.
yeah. You did. You're fine.
I did.
You're fine.
There we go.
There we go.
That is an option, but I'm going to go with Mr. Labarge, and I have set up a food and beverage charter to go in and fix this restaurant.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What's a charter? What does that mean?
A charter is not a committee. They're members who will act as a committee, but will not be called a committee. They will be called a charter.
Okay.
You're laughing now, but you're not going to be laughing in a few months.
Time.
Okay? Those that know are not laughing.
So we're gonna have a charter
Okay.
restaurant?
Okay, okay.
No, it's
We will not
Let all,
entertain
No.
that.
I know. Let all the candidates answer, please.
Time's up.
okay. That's it.
Tom Stocker?
Elaborate.
I won't agree or disagree with that. I think we can talk it over. We can look at all kinds of options. If that's what they show me some data, that would prove to be the right thing to do, and I wouldn't be against it. I'm always looking at ways to make things better.
Thank you, Tom. Mike?
I agree that we need to continue to improve the F&B operations and cut the subsidies. I think that the club is organized where we have committees that are charged with running things. I believe that the general manager is under a lot of pressure from the board to accomplish things here. And I think that having members decide that they're going to pick a group that will go and fix things maybe goes around the whole organizational structure of the club.
Thank you, Mike. Ray?
Yeah, I'm not sure this is my first solution for the problem of the restaurant. If someone could prove to me this was a great alternative, then I would certainly look at it. But it's not something that I think is viable for us. I think we need to. I think we need to fix the restaurant. I think we need to fix the restaurant with our professionals that we hire here. We have Brian. We have a food and bev manager. Maybe we need to hire a chef. We need to fix the restaurant with the professionals that we have working here. Certainly, our members can have input to that, but you know, I don't want our members overstepping their role in solving this problem. And certainly, we'll listen to their solutions and listen to their suggestions. But ultimately, we need to hire professionals to come here and fix this, or you know, show me how turning it over to someone will actually improve it, and I'll listen to them.
Okay, thank you. Greg?
Well, in answer directly to your suggestion there, Hank, you know, I think if we didn't look into any possibility, I think that would be a mistake. I mean, we have to look at different possibilities and see, would that work for us, wouldn't it? Completely shutting off to that idea, I think would be wrong in the beginning, number one. I mean, we have all these people next door here that are captured. If we had good food in good service at a good price, this place would be busy all the time with all the people that are right next door to us here. I mean, there's no reason why it can't be. Now, as far as the other options there, you know, we have some people here that were restaurateurs their entire life. Why not get some feedback from them to see how they feel the restaurant run? I don't think this restaurant is never going to be made money, okay, because it's the club. But to be losing $100,000 and more than that a year, I mean, that's unacceptable. You know, I mean, we can do a lot better than that. And so if we could run the club, provide the amenity, and maybe lose only $30,000 for the year or something like that, I think that's something we should shoot for or under.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. This next question will be for Tom Stalker, and it comes from the audience. So Tom, what is your vision for the clubhouse? And are you willing to continue improving our golf course and the amenities?
Clubhouse, let's hire a professional and let him tell us what to do. There's all kinds of ideas out there from the members, but again, we need to get a professional in here. Yeah, it might cost a little bit of money, but at least we have somebody who knows what they're doing, and that's their business. Let's let him do it. What was the second part about golf?
Are you willing to continue to improve our golf course and the amenities?
Certainly. I think the golf course is the main reason most of us are here. I think we should, again, trust the professionals. If they're telling us it needs to be fixed, it needs to be fixed. And once we start a project, we need to finish the project. We have a golf course out there now with greens that some are this way and some are that way. If we could only at least make all the greens the same, I think it'd be a lot better. So I'm for finishing the projects we start, get a professional to tell us how to do it, and follow what he says.
Okay, thanks, Tom. Mike?
I agree with Tom. I think that it's certainly always valuable to have member input in different phases of the operation. I think that, you know, a lot of us have different backgrounds and different abilities to add something. But I think when we're looking at remodeling this clubhouse that's now, what, 45 or 55 years old, it's got old plumbing, it's got old electrical, it's an old design. You know, I think that we need to bring pros in to tell us what's the best way to do something, whether it should be renovated or maybe bulldozed and you put up a new one, and long-term that might be a cheaper solution. I think the same goes true with the golf course. I think that it's one of the most valuable assets that we have at the club. And I think that we need to listen to the pros that tell us what are the best practices in running and maintaining a golf course and keeping it in a vital state over a long period of time. And I think that we get the input from those members or from those professionals, and, you know, get the input from the members and come up with a plan on what the best action steps are and what's the best method to pay for the actions that we need to take.
Thanks, Mike. Ray?
Yes, we need to hire a professional if we want to redo this clubhouse. It can't be done by, you know, members that, you know, had some experience in doing a similar job somewhere else. I mean, you know, it's always great to get their input. It's always great to hear from them and to have them on those committees that are helping to oversee those jobs and to look after those things. But to actually do the work, I think we need to get professionals in here to tell us what we can do and give us some options. I'm not just saying that we have somebody come in and tell us how we want to redo this, but give us some options of what we could do up here and what it would look like afterwards, and then get our members' input on it. You know, do you want, you know, solution rating everything, or do you want solution C, which is new carpeting, new, you know, blinds, and move on? So we need to get our member input in that sort of thing. We need to have their support when we redo this clubhouse, because it's going to be a big project. But we also need to have professionals do it. As far as the golf course, yes, I think we need to maintain it. I'm not talking about improving it, but we need to maintain it. And maintaining it may be, to, you know, replace some greens every once in a while that are going to go away at times, and maintaining it is having it not look like it did last summer at the end of the year.
Thank you. Thank you. Greg?
Well, as far as the clubhouse is concerned, I think we need to come to some kind of consensus with the membership, what it is they really want to do. Do they want to make major changes, you know, or do they want to start from ground zero, or what? Because you're the people who are going to have to pay for this.
Get the microphone closer, Frank.
All right, so I think number one is with the clubhouse, we need to, and I'm all for doing something here at the clubhouse. You walk under the porte cochere there, and you got paint falling off the lumber there, and there's dry rot and some of the wood and stuff. In the meantime, we spend $1 million on the golf course over here. Now, as far as the golf course is concerned, the golf course needs to be maintained properly and taken care of. And if we need to change greens, we need to change greens. But we go outside and we hire a guy and say, what do you think we're going to do? He's going to have something to do on every hole. Well, let's move this, do this, because that's how he makes money, you know? So maintaining the golf course, I'm all for that, for spending the money we need to maintain it and keep it in good condition. But this guy coming out customizing the golf course, we were going to spend another $2 million on that when the paint's falling off the building here and stuff. I think that's where the direction we need to go first.
Thank you. Tracy?
Let's start with the golf course. Phase 1 was an absolute disaster. We didn't gain anything. The 3 worst greens we have on the course right now are the 3 we've replaced. I like the surface, it rolls well, but it doesn't grow well up here. So if we want to put 6 more greens on the back 9 that look like the 3 greens that are already there, I'm not, as a golfer, I'm not going to be too happy, and I don't think any of you who are golfers are going to be. As far as the restaurant, we can do all projects a little bit at a time. Why do we have to spend hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars right now? Do it today. We did a little project down there on the Sandwich Cafe. It turned out great. Small project, members did it. Everybody likes that. So why encumber the club, spend all our money when we can get a lot more for a lot less?
Thank you, Tracy. During the last year, MLCC has moved into the present day in technology using Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email blasts, text, and the website, as well as phone apps, as communication methods with the membership and to non-members. However, Mission Lakes Country Club members still cannot remotely access real-time interactive video of a board meeting or a standing or ad hoc committee meeting, or even have access to a video recording of past meetings. What is your thought on upgrading MLCC's technology to achieve this, and what urgency do you believe should be applied?
I think that there's been a number of legal opinions that have come into the club that it's a very bad idea for the club, that it raises tremendous legal liability for us in the future, and that it's something that we really want to think long and hard about. And I'm not an attorney, and I tend to listen to attorneys when they tell me things.
Thank you, Ray.
Okay, well, I'm not an attorney either, and since I haven't heard that opinion, I would certainly entertain hearing that opinion, but absent of that, I would say it sounds like a great idea to me that our members can have more access to meetings, more access to what's going on here at the club. I know the website is maybe not adequate, as the word is, or maybe doesn't work at all at sometimes. And I mean, I go onto the old website. You can get to the old website, and the old website has all the other information that it used to have. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure who has kind of made that decision to stay with that webmaster, and they haven't changed things there. But yeah, it's a problem, and it's a problem that needs to be worked on. The app, I find the app to be, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be useful to me, but I've had guests come in that already have it on their phone, and they use it as a GPS on the golf course and things like that, so they seem to like the app. But yes, I'd be in favor of those types of improvements.
Thank you. Greg?
Well, you probably get as many different opinions as attorneys as you want to go pick, right? And the attorney's always going to tell you the most restricted, be safe, you know, thing. But, you know, if you look at the demographics of the club here, we got a whole lot of people that are here for weekends. A whole lot of people are here on certain times of the year, okay? So if we were able to put this stuff on the site, and they could watch the meetings and see the board meetings and the individual other club meetings, they could participate a lot more and be more part of what's going on. So I think that's really something that needs to be done for the membership. And I really don't see how we can get hurt with that.
Thanks, Greg. Tracy?
Okay. You're talking to a dinosaur here. I've got a flip phone. I don't have a smartphone. I don't do Facebook. I don't do the internet. I don't do any of this stuff. I don't want to do it. I am not a slave to technology. So I will leave that to the people that I know that know a little bit about this, who want the communication. I think it's a great idea.
Oh, thank you. Tom?
I agree. The more communication we have, the better it is. If people are not tech knowledge, it might be time to start learning.
Good luck here, buddy.
But videos, you know, if the attorney gives you the advice that you can't do it, you're right, maybe we need to find another attorney, because I have watched other clubs' meetings on YouTube. They're all there. So obviously, there's a way to do it, and I think we should do it.
Thanks, Tom.